What would you do if a magic paintbrush could make anything appear, but only if your heart was honest? This is the story of Emma, a girl who learned that honesty is the true magic. In a small, colorful village lived a kind little girl named Emma. One sunny morning, while walking through a meadow, she found a shiny paintbrush lying on the ground. It sparkled with all the colors of the rainbow. But this wasn't just any paintbrush, it was magic. Emma soon discovered that anything she painted with it would come to life. She dipped the brush into a puddle of water, imagined a bright red flower, and painted it in the air. Poof! A real flower appeared, smelling sweet and fresh. She painted a fluttering blue butterfly, and it danced around her head. She even painted a small, fluffy puppy with a wagging tail that playfully licked her hand. Excited, Emma thought, "I can paint anything I want." Her tummy rumbled, so she decided to paint the biggest, most delicious chocolate cake she could imagine, with layers of cream and sprinkles on top. It appeared right before her eyes, looking absolutely perfect. She ran to grab a slice, but the moment her fingers touched it, the cake vanished into thin air. Confused, Emma tried again. She painted a pile of shiny toys, but they disappeared as soon as she reached for them. She painted a beautiful new dress, but it faded away like a ghost. No matter what she painted for herself, it would vanish instantly. Why wasn't the magic working? Suddenly, a soft, gentle voice whispered from the brush. "This brush only works for those with honest hearts. It grants wishes that come from kindness, not from greed." Emma's cheeks turned red. She realized she had been trying to use the magic just for herself, thinking only of what she wanted. A wave of sadness washed over her as she looked at the beautiful brush. Holding it tight, she whispered, I want to do the right thing. I'm sorry for being greedy." With a new feeling in her heart, she decided to paint something for someone else. She saw a group of hungry birds chirping on a branch, so she painted a small loaf of bread. Instantly, a warm, crusty loaf appeared, and it didn't disappear. The birds flocked down and chirped happily as they nibbled on the crumbs. Emma's heart felt warm and full. From that moment on, she used the magic paintbrush to spread joy. She painted colorful flowers for the village gardens, new toys for the children who had none, and even a magnificent rainbow that stretched across the entire sky after a rainy day. Everyone in the village smiled, and Emma discovered the most wonderful secret. She learned that the true magic didn't come from the paintbrush, but from her own honest heart. Honesty isn't just about telling the truth. It's about being true in your thoughts, your actions, and your kindness. When you are honest, you create trust, you spread kindness, and you make your own kind of magic in the world. If you loved Emma's story, please like, share, and subscribe for more magical adventures. Thanks for watching.